Hello everyone, welcome to IMS Gate Academy. This video is dedicated for the matrices. Means in this video I will discuss about the introduction of matrices, what is matrix, what are the types of matrices and how we can deal with the matrices with the example also. So before starting the content I will tell you, still you guys not join our IMS Gate Academy Telegram group. You should join the Telegram group. You will get here lots of the features, schedules of the free upcoming live lectures on the YouTube. Okay, lectures, PDF, important updates related to the seminar, webinar, PSU and other government job notification you will get, and daily quizzes and lots of the things you will get here. So for joining the Telegram group, link is mentioned in the description box. You can join it. And if you guys are preparing for the GATE 2025 or 2026, then you can join our live online program where you will get lots of the features, 800 plus hours of the live classes with the live interaction, theory book, exercise book, which is including more than 4,000 question, 34 last 34 years GATE question with the video solution, which we used to call as an GQB, that is a GATE question bank. Okay, other than this you will get the personalized mentorship session also. Okay, online test also you will get with the video solution. So for more details you can directly contact to our student advisory team. They will take your queries and they will help you. Now let's start the session. Dear students, as we know very well, when we are dealing with the linear algebra, one of the very important tool is matrices. So linear algebra is all about the matrices. So let's start with the matrices. If I will talk about matrices, the very first word, if I will ask to you what is matrix, then you guys can tell me, or very easily you can describe it, that my matrix is a nothing but a big bracket where or in which some elements we are having or some numbers we are having. So when I am thinking about the matrix or when I am talking about the matrix, one image which is of a big bracket come in my mind, which is having some elements. So this is the matrix only. So you can see the matrix is a big bracket, this is which is having some elements. So if I want to define the matrix, that what is the exact define of the matrix, so we can define the matrix is a group of elements, or you can say set or group of numbers arranged in a square or rectangular array. Or if you want to define it in a more simple manner, so we can write down that matrix is an arrangement of objects in rows and column. Matrix is an arrangement of objects. Objects means here we can talk about the numbers. Objects. Matrix is an arrangement of objects in rows and column. Okay, this is the basic define. If you want to go with the mathematical define, yes, this is the define. A matrix is a set or group of numbers arranged in a square or rectangular array enclosed by the two brackets. So this you can see, this is the big bracket. Okay, the capital A is denoting the matrix. So if I will ask you what is the matrix A, you can denote this is the matrix A. Okay, elements here we are having A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, 31, 32, 33. Now what is the meaning of this one? Let's understand this. When I am asking about A11, A11 means this is the element of first row and first column. When I am asking about A12, this is first row, second column, and so on. 1n, first row and nth column. Similarly, 2-1 is second row, first column, second row, second column, and so on, second row, nth column. Similarly, we can write down M1 means mth row, first column, mth row, second column, and so on, mth row and nth column. So this is nothing but m cross n. Okay. So this is the basic define. Now what is this m cross n? M cross n is actually the dimension or the order of the matrix. Look at here. So a specified number of rows and a specified number of columns is defined as an order of the matrix. So two numbers, row and column, row cross column we used to say, describe the dimension or size of the matrix. So if I am talking about 3 cross 3 matrix, so in this one I should have 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, if I am talking about 2 cross 4, so in this 2 cross 4 matrix I should have 2 rows and 4 column like this. So this is called the dimension of the matrix or order of the matrix. So in the easier manner we can relate this one with the order of the matrix. 1 cross 2, where we are having 1 row and 2 columns. So this is the order of the matrix or dimension of the matrix, or the another word is size of the matrix. Size also we can say, dimension also we can say, order also we can say. So if I am talking about this one, where I am mentioning here the m cross n. M cross n means where we are having m rows and n number of column. So this is called the order of matrix or size of this given matrix, where we are having m number of rows and n number of columns. So this is the basic introduction of matrices. So very easily we can relate with this one, very simply we can understand with this one. Now if I want to write down more about the matrices, then we can see here a matrix is denoted by a bold capital letter, which I show you initially. Means if I am talking about the matrix A, so this should be in the capital. If somewhere it is written A, this is not a matrix. Okay, so we need to be careful कि when we are writing in a bold capital letter, that will be matrix in a big bracket. Okay, so matrix is denoted by a bold capital letter and the elements within the matrix are denoted by the lowercase letters. So you can see here, as I already show you, A11, A12 small letters, A13 and so on, A1n. Okay, A21, 22 and so on, 2n, M1, M2 and so on, Mn. So here you can see example matrix A with the elements Aij. If I am talking about a matrix A whose elements are Aij, so meaning of this Aij is, dear students, I is going from 1 to m number of rows and j is going from 1 to n number of columns. So Aij, if I am asking to you find the first row and first column element, so you can write down this will be 1 1, means I is equals to 1 and j also is equals to 1. If you want to write down A12, so when we are writing A12, so here the A12 I is 1 and j is 2, means here we are having first row and second column. Similarly we can approach it, right? So this is Aij is the notation where or by which we can show the elements, internal elements or the entries or the elements of any matrix. So matrix we used to denote by the capital one and elements we used to denote by the smaller one. Clear, guys? Now the next thing is types of the matrices. So actually when we are dealing with the types of matrices, we should understand that types of matrices actually depends on which criteria. So we are having basically two criteria for the types of matrices. Have a look. So when I am talking about types of matrices, it can be classified on the basis of order of the matrix. Second, it can be classified on the basis of elements. Okay, so based on the order and based on elements we can simplify, we can classify the matrices. So look at here, based on the order. So based on the order it is having lots of the types: square matrix, rectangular matrix, diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, unit matrix, row matrix, column matrix, triangular matrix, symmetric matrix, skew symmetric matrix. So lots of the types we are having there. But when I am talking about based on the elements, so based on the elements means whether we are having all the elements as in 0 elements, means all the elements are declaring as in 0, and second is non-zero. So based on the elements we are having only one type, that is called the null matrix. Null matrix means a matrix in which all elements are 0. Okay, so now we will have a detailed discussion on each and every type here. So let's start with the very first types of the matrices. Now which one we will discuss? We will start with the row and column matrices, rectangular and square matrices, diagonal matrix is one of the very important, scalar matrix, unit matrix, identity matrix, null matrix. Then we will talk about upper and lower triangular matrix, idempotent, nilpotent and involuntary. So each and every type here we will start and we will discuss. So let's start with the very first one, row matrix or vector. Matrix or vector are same here, because when we are dealing with the when we are dealing with the linear algebra, na, so basically linear algebra is a branch of mathematics which contains only two things, matrices and vectors. So if I am writing here matrix, then also it is good. If I am writing here vector, then also it is good. So let's talk about the row matrix, the very first type. Row matrix or any matrix which is having only one row. Number of column can be anything, but it is always including only one row. So you can see the example also, any number of columns but only one row. So if I am denoting this by the matrix A, I can see I am having only one row, so order will be 1 cross, number of columns we are having here 4, so 1 cross 4. So this is my row matrix. So this is very simple, as it is clear by its name also, row matrix. A matrix which is having only one row, number of columns can be anything. Anything means n numbers. Similarly, when I am talking about the column matrix or the vector, so column matrix is opposite of the row matrix, where we are having any number of rows but the column will be always 1. So when I am dealing with the number of rows, maybe any integer, but the number of columns is always 1, my dear students, right? So you can see the example also here, where you can see where we can see how many rows we are having, 1 2 3 4. So 4 rows we are having, but number of column is only 1. So the order of the matrix is, that's why here you can see the order of the matrix is 4 cross 1. This is called the column matrix, which contains only one column, number of rows can be anything. Let's talk about the next one is rectangular matrix, as it is clear by its name, rectangular matrix. A matrix which is having a shape like just like a rectangle. Okay, so rectangle means where we are having opposite sides are equal, like this one. So contains more than one element and number of rows is not equals to number of columns. So here we can understand any matrix is called rectangular matrix. If I am denoting, suppose a matrix as an A, and I am talking about this is a rectangular matrix with the order m cross n. So in this case, number of rows are m and number of columns are n. So m is not equals to n. In this case, m is not equals to 1, means number of rows are not equals to number of column. This is called the rectangular matrix. So you can see the example also. Here we are having 2 rows, but when I am talking about number of columns, I am having here 5. So the order is 2 cross 5. Okay, so this is the example of, this is an example of rectangular matrix, where we are having number of rows and number of column as in different. So no row and column is equal. Number of rows and number of columns are not equal here. Very easily we can understand. If I will talk about the next one is the square matrix, as it is clear by again its name, square matrix which is having figure looks like the square. Square means all sides are equal. So the same thing here, we are having a square matrix where number of rows are equals to number of column. So look at here, the number of rows is equals to the number of column. So if I am again asking about a matrix A whose order is m cross n, this time, but if I am asking that the number of rows is equals to number of column, again I am repeating, this is very important thing, dear students, you should not miss it. There is square matrix when I am talking about whose order is m cross n. When I am writing it m cross n, but I am saying it, this is a square matrix, that's why here number of rows equals to number of columns. So you can denote this one either by m cross, means at the place of n you can put m, or you can denote it by the n cross n, right? This is the square matrix where number of rows are equals to number of columns. So either I can denote it m cross m or I can denote it n cross n. Okay, so here you can see square matrix A has an order of m, so m cross m. If I am taking this example, you can see here we are having 3 rows and here we are having 3 columns. So this is a square matrix of order, this is a square matrix of order 3 cross 3, my dear students. 3 cross 3, my dear students, very easily we can relate. The principal or main diagonal of a square matrix is composed of all elements aij, for which I is equals to j. So you can see this is also very simple thing. This is a square matrix now, so is composed of all elements aij, for which I equals to j. So this will be equal. Okay, equal means this is a square matrix. When we are talking about a square matrix, so number of rows and number of columns are equal, so very easily we can delete this one. Okay, now if I will talk about the next one is the diagonal matrix. So diagonal matrix is square matrix where all the elements are, this is very good. Basically diagonal matrix is the type of the square matrix. It is not a type of rectangular matrix. So we can relate a diagonal matrix is a square matrix in which all elements are 0 other than the diagonal elements. So you can read it again, a square matrix where all the elements are 0 except those on the main diagonal. Main diagonal means principal diagonal. Dear students, I hope you know about this one also. If I am dealing with the matrix, suppose I am writing here a matrix, and if we are having 1 2 3 5 7 8 and 4 9 3, any random matrix I am taking here. If I will talk about this diagonal, this is the diagonal. This diagonal is called the principal diagonal, or these elements are called principal diagonal elements. So this diagonal we can say as a principal diagonal, or we can say this is as a leading diagonal or the main diagonal. Okay, we are having here the two diagonal. This is also one. This is also a diagonal. But if I am talking about the principal diagonal, so main diagonal is this one, leading diagonal is this one. Okay. Now, so here when we are talking about the define of the diagonal matrix, we can relate it as square matrix where all the elements are 0 except those on the main diagonal. So other than the principal diagonal elements, all elements can be 0. Even the principal diagonal elements can be 0, but at least we should have one non-zero principal diagonal element. So you can see this is the defined, or this is the example of diagonal matrix. We can see here all elements are 0, means all elements are 0 other than this principal diagonal. Same if I am talking about, this is also a diagonal matrix where all elements are 0 other than the principal diagonal. You can take one more example here if you want to write down. So we can write down 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. This is also a diagonal matrix. As I told you, a diagonal matrix is a square matrix for which all elements are 0 other than the principal diagonal. Even principal diagonal elements can be 0, but there should be at least one non-zero element exist. So when I am talking about the principal diagonal, if it will have at least one non-zero element, then that is called the diagonal matrix. This is the example of diagonal, this is also the example of diagonal, and this is also the example of diagonal matrix. Okay, and diagonal matrix is only and only a square matrix, not for rectangular. When I am talking about the next one is a scalar matrix. So scalar matrix is a type of the diagonal matrix. So we can say a diagonal matrix where all the diagonal elements are being equal. That is called the scalar matrix. So if we are taking the same example which we were taking earlier, this one. So if I will make here all the diagonal elements same, 2 2 2, this will become a scalar matrix. If I will take another example where all the diagonal elements, you can see all the diagonal elements are same, equal, then that is called the scalar matrix. Now definitely one question can come in your mind, dear students, कि ma'am, when we are talking about a scalar matrix, means scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix in which all diagonal elements are being equal. If it is equal, then it will become scalar. Suppose if all those diagonal elements are being equals to 1, then it will become the unit or identity matrix. So basically I can say कि unit matrix is a part of the scalar matrix. Unit matrix is a type of the scalar matrix where all the diagonal elements are being equal, but it is equals to 1. When it is not equals to 1 or any other number other than the 1, so it will become a scalar matrix. When it is strictly equals to 1, it will become unit or the identity matrix. So here we are having the next part, unit or the identity matrix, which we used to denote by the capital I. So a diagonal matrix with one of the main diagonal as in 1 always. So you can see here, if I am talking about if I am talking about If I am talking about this matrix, so we can see 1 1 1 1. We are having this as in principal diagonal, and principal diagonal elements are 1 here. So this is the example of unit matrix. Order is 4 cross 4, 4 rows, 4 column. So this is the identity matrix of 4 cross 4 order. Okay, here you can see in one more way we can define the unit or identity matrix, that is Aij is equals to 0 is equals to 0 or Aij. This is the unit matrix. Means for Aij is equals to 0, for Aij it will be 0, means for what? This is A1 2, this is A2 1. So when I is not equals to j, it will be 0. When I is equals to j, it will be any number. Okay, any number means actually it will be 1. So Aij is equals to 1. Aij is equals to 1. This Aij also is equals to 1 for some or all I is equals to j. So this is the basic example of any identity matrix. Very easily we can understand that identity matrix is a type of scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is a type of diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix is a type of square matrix. Okay. Now let's talk about the next one, null or the zero matrix. As in the beginning of this session already I told you about the null matrix or the zero matrix, a matrix which is having no element, zero element, null element, shunya element, right? So all elements in this matrix are 0. This is a null matrix. This is also null matrix. Null matrix can be a square matrix. Null matrix can be a rectangular matrix. Okay, because all the elements are 0. It is possible in the M cross N matrix also. It is possible in a M cross M matrix also. When I am talking about the next one is the triangular matrix. So triangular matrix is basically we are having two type of triangular matrix, upper triangular matrix and the another one is the lower triangular matrix. So upper triangular matrix, if I will talk about, basically before starting the upper and lower we should understand the triangular matrix. So triangular matrix, again this is a type of the square matrix. So that's why in the beginning now you can see when I show you one chart, so in the square matrices we are having lots of the types. Okay, so a square matrix whose elements above or below the main diagonal are 0. So if I am taking this as a square matrix, so below this diagonal or above this diagonal if elements are 0, so you can see this is the main diagonal or the principal diagonal. So above this principal diagonal if all elements are 0, then this is also a triangular matrix. If below this principal diagonal all elements are 0, then also this is a diagonal matrix. Oh sorry, then also this is a triangular matrix. So these are the example of triangular matrix. Very easily you guys can understand. I hope you can agree with me that this we are having below the diagonal and this is above the principal diagonal. If all the elements are 0, then that is called the triangular matrix. Now we are having specifically name upper triangular. Upper triangular means if I am talking about this is my principal diagonal. So below in a square matrix, if below the principal diagonal, if in a square matrix below the principal diagonal all elements are 0, then it will called as an upper triangular matrix. Remember the thing, we are having the name upper triangular, but below the principal diagonal all elements are 0, or you can relate above the principal diagonal all elements are non-zero. So we are having a shape like this. You can see I am making a shape, you can understand and you can see this shape. So the shape when I am making like a triangle, so these elements are non-zero and below this triangular, all below this principal diagonal all elements are 0 element. That's why this is called as an upper triangular matrix. Okay, so a square matrix whose elements below the main diagonal or below the principal diagonal are 0. You can say this is also general example Aij, Aij, Aij. Aij means I can put any number, okay, but that is not 0. So Aij, Aij, so 0, 0, 0. For Aij is equals to 0 for all I is greater than 2j. For all I greater than 2j means if I am marking here the word as an A21, this is A31. This is A32. So we are having I or j. This is I, this is j. So if I is greater than 2j, this element is 0. Here also I is greater than 2j, this element is 0. Here also I is greater than 2j, this element is 0. Right? So this is the example of an upper triangular matrix. This is the basic define of an upper triangular matrix. This is the example you can understand very easily. Okay. And if I will talk about the lower triangular, so opposite of this one means above the principal diagonal if all elements are 0. Above the principal diagonal. If I am coming to the example, this is my principal diagonal 1 1 1 1 1 3. Above this principal diagonal if all the elements are 0, then this is called lower triangular matrix. So when we are talking about the lower triangular matrix, it is having a triangular shape like this. It is having a triangular shape. When I am making this shape now, so this shape is consisting non-zero elements. Other than this, we are having 0 element because we are dealing here with the square matrix. Now you can understand this very easily. If I am dealing with the square matrix and if I am making one shape just like this, one triangle. In the square we are having 2 triangles. So this is the one triangle, all the elements are non-zero, and here we are having all the elements as equals to 0. Okay. So this is called the lower triangular matrix. The short form of this one is LTM, lower triangular. The short form of this one is UTM, upper triangular. Okay. And this is opposite. Aij is equals to 0 for all I is less than 2j. I is less than 2j because this will be nothing but A12, A13, A23. So you can see I is less than 2j, I is less than 2j. Okay. Now let's talk about, we are having 3 more important matrices, types of the matrices, that is the idempotent matrix, nilpotent matrix and involutory. Let's talk about the idempotent. So idempotent and idempotent matrix is one that when multiplied by itself, it produces the same matrices, the same matrix, that is A is equals to A into A, or you can say A square is equals to A. So any square matrix is satisfied, or any square matrix is said to be an idempotent matrix if it will satisfy the condition that is A square means A into A is equals to A again. So this is very simple. When I am multiplying any 2 matrices, any 2 square matrices, and the result is again that square matrix. Okay, that's why I write down here A into A is equals to A. So is a n cross n square matrix. As a result, you can understand an idempotent matrix is one that does not change when multiplied by itself. You can understand this as in conclusion कि when you are multiplying 2 matrices, okay, and if those matrices, if that matrix is an idempotent, so when I am multiplying the matrix by itself, the result is not changed, means we will get the same matrix here. So you can see one example we are having in front of us. This is a 3 cross 3 matrix, 2 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 3 4 1 minus 2 minus 3. If I will multiply this with the same 2 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 3 4 1 minus 2 and minus 3. When I will multiply with the rows and the column 3 cross 3 matrix, I will get the same matrix, same value, same data value. So 2 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 3 4 1 minus 2 minus 3. Clear? So this is the example of an idempotent matrix. So idempotent matrix is a different one, means any square matrix can said to be idempotent matrix if it will satisfy the condition A square is equals to A. If it is not satisfy the condition A square is equals to A, then we can say that is not an idempotent matrix. Okay. Now let's talk about the next one is the nilpotent matrix. Nilpotent is just opposite, or we can say nilpotent matrix. If I will talk about any square matrix is said to be nilpotent if it will satisfy the condition A to the power n is equals to 0. If it will satisfy the condition A power n is equals to 0, then this will called as an nilpotent matrix of order n. So just try to understand the define also here. A square matrix is said to be nilpotent matrix if the product of the matrix with the itself means same, A into A, is equals to a null matrix. That is, if I am doing A into A square, if it is 0, then this will become a nilpotent matrix of order 2. If I will do A into A means A cube is 0, then it will called a nilpotent matrix of order 3. Okay. In another words, we can say square matrix A of order n cross n is said to be nilpotent if A to the power k is equals to 0, where 0 is a null matrix of order n cross n and k is a positive integer less than or equals to n. Okay, so if you want, we can write down here one more thing related to this one as I'm talking about. If we are having a matrix A which is not equals to 0, which is not equals to 0, if I will deal with the A square, and if I will find out A square is equals to 0, this will become a nilpotent matrix of order 2. Nilpotent matrix of order 2 or index 2. Okay. Now similarly, if we are dealing with the matrix A, if suppose A is not equals to 0 and A square is also not equals to 0, and if we will deal with the A cube, and if A cube is 0, then it will become a nilpotent matrix of order 3 or index 3. Okay, so that is very simply we can understand. So that's why I write down here, if I am having A power n is equals to 0, so this will become a nilpotent matrix of index n or order n. Clear? Okay, and now one last we are having as an involutory. Involutory matrix is a square matrix which satisfy the condition, that is A square is equals to I. A square is equals to I is called the involutory. Means when I will multiply matrix A by itself and it is giving me an identity matrix, then it will become an involutory. So you can see one example also here in front of you. 1 0 0 0 minus 1 0 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1. When I will multiply this with the same 1 0 0 0 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1, so it will give me, this is A, this is A, and this will give me I identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. So this is called an involutory matrix. So very easily we can understand this one, guys, as in this session we had a discussion about the basics of the matrices, means what is matrix and the introduction of matrix and types of the matrix. Later on in the upcoming session I will discuss more about the matrices and the linear algebra. Till that, if you guys still not subscribe our YouTube channel, subscribe it. Press the bell icon so that whenever the new video will be there, you will get the instant notification. Stay connected to I Must Gate Academy YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.